Okay, let's talk good and bad. The good news is that because the previous recording session ended at its hour, I was able to go get a refill on coffee. The bad news is that that means it's 2 hours in, and I can run this game, I know for a fact, in about 2 hours and 30. And I'm still on the mansion, but the good news again is that it's not a speed run. Bad news about the coffee is, as I brew it with a percolator, and now there's bunts of grinds in it, but the good news is that you won't be able to see it in my teeth. So let's continue. Sometimes I think instead of getting a bio degree, I should have just became a professional at video games and just pursued that. Well, a bio and teaching degree, really, but... Oh, hi, zombie. But now that I have coffee, hopefully I sound less like a chain smoker, although I was one until this year, actually. Decided to not go into being 24 next year smoking. Rather knock it out at 23 and then just wait till March. And stick with it for as long as forever really, because I'm not gonna go back to doing it. Can't really be an effective teacher and also... Oh, hi zombie. Can't really be an effective teacher and also smoke, because you can't tell kids not to smoke and then also smoke yourself, because it's hypocritical. But whatever. Oh, there was enough to pick up what I needed in here. Great. So... Oh no, there's not. Oh yes, there is, because I have shotgun shells already. Never mind. We take the shotgun shells, yep. Oh! Bye. Oh! Son of a bitch. I was supposed to go that way. No, I could have ran past him if I didn't get caught by the fucking camera angle. There's a herb here. I can't use it. But yeah, I'm swimming in I saw 4 get out of jail free cards. There's a red herb there, I'm not sure I'm gonna need it. Unlocked it, there we go. And teaching kids saying, please don't smoke, it's bad for your lungs and gives you cancer, but then also, in that very same sentence, going out on prep to go smoke a cigarette. This is someone who's not even a teacher yet. I started this year. Bye, Hunter. Bye, Hunter. Yeah, I get to student teach at one of the worst high schools in... God. One of the worst high schools in my state. Should have went through the graveyard. Gonna go through the graveyard. Which, you know, is a good experience. Like, rarely are the worst schools the worst schools. Usually just means that the student body isn't people who speak English fluently, because their parents have immigrated from another country, which is perfectly understandable and okay. English is one of the hardest languages to learn. And then poor math skills, which not everyone is good at math, and I don't expect everyone to be good at math. But like being a bio teacher is kind of a midpoint of both. But yeah, I'm not gonna dread going to one of the worst schools in my district just because poor reading and writing scores. It's like, if it's a good teacher, we'll fix that anyway. Have faith in students and in progress. Anyway, done with that tangent. No, yeah, you can't see it, you can't feel for it. Fuck, give me that stupid thing. Okay, there's one more helmet door. I don't know where it is. Oop. We're gonna be playing this game again of Find the Helmet Key Door. Not like it matters here. Where is that door? There's probably a key item that I'm missing too. I need the battery. I don't need this disc till literally the end game. So we can put this back in here. Hold on. Just because it takes 3 hits to kill a hunter, so might as well have that. 38 shotgun shells, 48. And then counting what's already in my gun, that's 54. That's ridiculous. Oh, finally got the incendiary grenades. You know what? I don't think those acid shells appear in that room if you've got them from Barry. Now that I think about it. Just mix herbs while I'm here. I don't remember picking them up before. But anyway, let's look at the map. Which door? That door I can't get to. That's the back of the main hall. Not the courtyard. No. Not the residence. There we go. That's the basement, which don't need anything. 2F. Can't go into that room. Mansion 3F. So, if you go that way... Up this... Oh! Duh, I know which room I'm missing. I'm not that far away from it either, so... We're going to take... shotgun shells and the assault shotgun. And everything else I can keep. Yeah, I know where I have to go now. I'm just a stupid, dumb idiot and forget most of the time. It's fine. We're gonna take the somewhat long way around. I know a lot of people are going to listen to this and just be like, oh my god, he talks a lot. And, sorry, but this is what a let's play implies, not a let's play implies. Might upload another run just with no commentary, but it's always better to hear talking over games. It makes you feel like you're not alone, being weird, watching a playthrough in a room with no volume, except for the game audio. Am I being an idiot again? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I am, but that's nothing new. Let's go this way. Alright, I gotta come out of this room and immediately run. Run. Okay. It's funny how fast you run out of things to talk about. Huh, I like Pokemon. Let's talk about that. The fucking Sword and Shield Switch remake. Remake. Ugh, stupid bitch. Not remake. The Switch game. The iteration of Pokemon Sword and Shield. Saw the preview. It was pretty nice. That tree meme was amazing. I still think about it now. Kind of turned off by the whole you can't import your Pokemon crap. Well, all of them using Pokemon Home kind of is a dizzy, and I really see no reason why they made Pokemon Home and didn't just port Pokemon Bank from the DS and then just add an extra oh shit, and then just add an extra bit of functionality with the Switch version. No. Run away. Why did it sound like a word inside? Anyway, back to Pokemon Sword and Shield. I don't buy the excuse that the game, oh, we couldn't include all the Pokemon because we were making animations. Like, I saw that dog Pokemon's animation where it was literally doing tail whip and it was just wagging its ass back and forth. Not even animated, it was just literally, the sprite shook in a counterclockwise and clockwise motion to mimic the movement. Like, don't feed me bullshit about, oh, we couldn't do it because we're working on refining animations and blah 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 blah. And also the, oh, there's so many Pokemon now. It's like, yeah, but we pretty much know that you've been reusing your 3D models since X and Y with slight touch-ups and upscaling on the models as the hardware improved, or as you managed to improve and learn by usage of the hardware. A lot of the assets from Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon. First of all, Ultra Sun and Moon use the exact same sprite assets because there were sequels. Sun and Moon was a prequel to Ultra Sun and Moon, and where am I going now? Oh, I'll cut through this way. Yeah, because of Ultra Sun and Moon being a sequel to Sun and Moon. And we know those sprite assets have been straight up reused since X and Y. Oh shit, I forgot you can still attack me on the stairs. Whoop. Nope. Anyway. So that excuse I don't buy. You're literally just modeling the new Pokemon. Which if we're not hitting 10, like, not 10,000. If we're not hitting 1,000, then there's not that much. So I don't buy that excuse. Just like I'm not buying Sword and Shield. It's just laziness at this point. Because it's not like Pokemon are known for amazing animations anyway. And from what we saw in the E3 preview, I believe, that it didn't look good to begin with. The background's like not something we weren't expecting to look like shit anyway. Alright, where am I going? Oh yeah, I gotta stop here to just go to the item box, get the crank. What was I? Oh yeah, but anyway. Oh. Yeah, I don't buy that excuse. Oh fuck. See, if you sometimes you don't give enough of a run up, they like let them go through their animation, they can grab you again. But yeah, I don't buy that excuse at all. Oh shit, I have to get down the stairs before he decides to jump. But here's my real issue with them not including all the Pokemon. Let's say, for example, they reach 1500 in a couple generations, because you know they always add more, unless they stop the series completely. They always add more. So you run into a position where you have 1500. Y'all were too lazy to do when you had less than 1000. So then Pokemon go out of rotation. And then what happens when Pokemon move out of rotation? Eventually you don't see them anymore because the rotation just never includes the right setting or time frame or scenario to include that Pokemon. So eventually that Pokemon becomes obsolete. You don't see him anymore. Which, you know, at that point just reboot the series. But they kind of fucked themselves because they set up Pokemon Bank, which we've really only had access to since, what was it? Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire is when we had access to Pokemon Bank. So you use it to move Pokemon from 2 mainstream games, which would be, well, I say 2, but I count Omega and Ultra Moon and Sun and Ultra Sun as being the same fucking game. Literally with just different plot. You literally have it for only 2 console generations. Not 2 game generations, there we go. And then you ditch it because essentially now it doesn't work, so that they would have screwed themselves there regardless. But also, like, they've even stated through, maybe, I'm hoping it's don't be poisoned, I'm hoping it's translator error, but they've stated that basically they don't plan on patching in the new Pokemon either, which is, like, why while you release in the game, because we know the only reason that they're not pushing back release, which, if they push back release, they could figure out all these problems. If the reason that they're not pushing back release is because they want to make the Christmas sale, and like it or lump it, their decision is going to affect their Christmas sale a lot. Let me adjust myself. Yeah, their dumbass decision is going to affect the Christmas sale of the game, Sword and Shield, a lot. Like, it's inevitable it's going to, because you have a lot of pissed off people like me who aren't going to purchase the game. How is your tagline, gotta catch them all, and not the entire Pokedex isn't included? Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, gotta catch them all, unless you happen to fall within the 500 Pokemon we don't want to include. Which is still a shitty excuse, because you couldn't even catch all the Pokemon regionally in the later games. Like, you couldn't catch every single Pokemon in Alpha Sapphire. Like, they weren't all in the wild, but you could import them and they would still function like themselves. Oh, and the other excuse, we don't want, oh god, I forgot, I didn't even know dogs would come in here. We don't want to include them because competitive play, it's like, first of all, competitive play is not the main reason people play Pokemon. People are not playing, they play for the story, they play to catch Pokemon because the concept itself is fun. They're not playing so that they can battle other people online. It literally does not work that way. Like, you have a subset of people that certainly do play Pokemon competitively and they go to tournaments, but 99% of your fan base do not fall within those restrictions, those concise stipulations. They simply do not fall there. Oh wait, you can't go this way. So why are you basing your main game, the main game that everyone's gonna play, the story, on whether or not competitive players will have balance in the competitive scene. Like, I'm sorry, but no. It's like, if everyone... Wait, is that a gun clip? Yeah, probably. Oh, I don't need to go there. Your main demographic doesn't play competitively, so why are competitive players shaping the main series? There should be no consideration at all for the competitive players when it comes to what happens in the main series game.
Is that...
And you're inevitably fucking with the competitive scene anyway, because a lot of the strats no longer become viable because the Pokemon are going to be removed from the game. So, what's the end goal? That's one thing I don't understand either. Like, it's actually infuriating. I might as well grab these because I have to go back to the item box anyway, so. But yeah, it's infuriating that competitive players are shaping the Pokemon metaverse and they're shaping how Game Freak makes their games. Oh, because we need to balance for competitive. Balance has never been apparent in single-player Pokemon anyway, because you literally can level up your starter and steamroll the entire game. If you were to use your starter to fight everyone, you'd have problems when it came to, like, when you eventually reach the gym that your type's not good at, but you could steamroll the entire single-player campaign in every single Pokemon game using the starter that you get and by fighting everyone with just the starter. So not buying it in the slightest. Am I going to need the square crank? I don't think so. I'll keep it anyway. I do know I will eventually need this knife. Yeah, I'm going to continue to talk about this Pokemon thing because it pisses me off. And they'll realize it once it affects sales and it's too late to change it. That's how it always goes. Which is kind of a shitty way to go about it, whatever. Like, let me use myself as an example. I finished almost every Pokemon game I've played. I've caught every Pokemon feasible in the Pokedex from each generation, and I've transferred them through the years to the the newer generations. God, I'm so tired. But I've transferred them. No. Equip the knife. No. Move your ass. Fuck the poison. No. Oh, stupid bitch. I'm actually gonna have to fight and defeat this. I'm not happy about it. Get through. There we go. Forgot that you can use R2 and not auto-target. Anyway. Yeah, like, I've caught Pokemon from all generations up until this point. And now basically being told that my efforts are worthless because I can't port them with me to the new generation of consoles. Or I can, but there's no guarantee I'll ever be able to use them. Like, what's the point there? What's the benefit there? That's what I don't understand. I'll keep the knife equipped, not like I'm gonna use it for anything else. consider that you lose the ability to transfer them back. So if they never get used in a game again, then you're never able to play them again. So let's say that I put, let me think of a crappy Pokemon that people usually like, but I can't really stand. Frostlass, there we go. Let's say... Oh, I can combine this. Let's say that I get a Frostlass and I take it to the new generation. I port it over to Pokemon Home from whatever game I got it from. Generation 4, there we go. Let's say from Pearl or Platinum. And I port it over. And I've ported it over to Gen 5, and then ported it over to... I've ported it over to... From Gen 5, I've ported it to Gen 6 in X and Y. And then from X and Y, I sent it to Pokemon Bank. It's been sitting in Pokemon Bank for 2 years. Pulled it out to play in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and then put it back with the expectation to play it again in Sword and Shield. Frostlass doesn't appear in Sword and Shield, great. Well, I'll wait till the next game. Frostlass doesn't appear in the next game, great. I'll wait for the next game. Frostlass doesn't appear then. Frostlass doesn't appear in another main series title until 6 years from then, when the Switch 2 is out, because Nintendo will make a second iteration of the Switch because it's one of the most successful consoles they've had in a while. And then, oh shit, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to push it. Whoops. So then essentially, it's like planned obsolete. Like planned obsolescence. I don't know how to say that word, whatever. Frostlass becomes obsolete and never gets put in another game, and I've wasted my efforts transporting this thing from Gen 4 all the way to Gen 7 or 8. Did I get what was over there? Yeah, I did. Nintendo's been unapologetic about it. Like, they've just been like, oh, well, whatever, it's what's happening. It's like, excuse you, it might be what's happening, but you were able to pull fucking the Sith dog from Dark Souls and put them in your game. That's gotta be where the inspiration was from. I can't think of any other mainstream thing that's had a dog hold a sword in its mouth, other than anime. But Dark Souls, I think, popularized it with Sith. Oh, there's an herb over there that I don't need. I don't need these anymore either. I should probably actually put that handgun magazine where it properly belongs. It's amazing how far you can get in this game by just not shooting at anything. Anyway, enough about Pokemon because I'm pissing myself off. Even though it doesn't sound like it because I speak monotone most of the time. I just remember. I remember a Let's Player that I watch regularly freak out about Google Stadia, and it just made me giggle. I still can't believe that you're paying for the console, or air quotes the console, and then you're paying a monthly fee, and then you're also paying for games. Like, that's something I don't understand. Alright, 4, 2, 3, 1. But yeah, anyway, like the Google Stadia, you're paying. I think I calculated somewhere where, like, in a console cycle with no games, you're paying literally over the, like, because a console lasts. Okay, consider that a console lasts literally
Jill.
5 years usually.
Barry?
Oh,
Thank God you're
wait a minute.
safe.
You too, Jill. A noise I heard brought me...
Yeah, shut up, Barry. Anyway, console cycles are usually like 5-6 years. I know we're at the end of the current console cycle because we already know Microsoft has their plan to reinvent the wheel again, and Sony is going to come out with the PlayStation 5, probably with Move support as one of the central components, I would guess, because they're literally shoving it down everyone's throats now with fucking the PlayStation VR. Oh, wait, wrong way. This way. Oh, I should pick up these herbs while I'm here. Not like I need them, but nice to have them. Yeah, we're at the end of the we're at the end of the console generation, the console cycle generation. Now, these consoles you can choose to pay. I just realized that shadow on that doorknob was wonky. You can choose to pay for online service, but it's never required to use the service itself. Whereas with Stadia, from what I understand, like, you have to pay the fee to use the service. You have to pay for the Stadia remote, and it's recurrent billing, and you can't use it if you don't pay the monthly fee. And on top of that, that monthly fee doesn't include games, which are at full retail price. From what I understand from what they've talked about it so far. So Google's basically banking on the fact that it'll do well because it's Google. Which, it's not wrong. They're not wrong. It probably will do well because they're Google, but and it'll probably actually do well for younger gamers who can't really afford. Okay, it'll probably do well for younger gamers and gamers who are in the lower income bracket where they can't really afford to drop $500 on a console, but they might be able to afford the Stadia, and then their parents or themselves, they can afford. I know she's gonna cut me off anyway. I know that they can afford the monthly fee over dropping that amount of money on once, because it's just how being what the fuck? Am I going the right way? Yeah. It's just that's how it usually works. It's like you choose convenience and payment over being able to drop. Oh, Barry betrayal. Surprising. Not like we haven't seen that coming all game. Anyway, it's choosing convenience of paying all at once over. I mean, convenience of paying in installments rather than paying all at once, which you can't really fault families for, because like your kid wants to play the newest games, and you can't afford it all at once. But then you have an alternative that pops up that's monthly, and you can deal with the reduced costs at the moment to justify the monthly purchase. You can set aside, like, I'm trying to think whatever the price is for the service, you can set that aside monthly by cutting back on things, but not like where if you're buying a console, you're putting out the $300, probably more with the new generation, because it's going to be fucking more expensive components and different shit. But then the newer console cycle, or something that's like a streaming service that's recently coming out to play these games, and where you don't really need like the most up-to-date hardware for it. So that I can understand. I don't think it's stupid to charge that monthly fee, because most people wouldn't be going for that. A lot of people, if they're playing a service that's PC based, they probably have a beefed up PC, or in my case, they have a PC that's current enough to play games that they're interested in playing that came out. When was Skyrim released? 2014? 2013? One of those. So, I can understand it, I just don't agree with it. Mostly, and I don't agree with it mostly because it takes advantage of people's desire to, like... Oh, bitch. Move. That makes fucking sense, getting damaged by a swing like that. Shut up. I don't agree with streaming services in general because you don't actually own the games that you're playing. Which, to be fair, you technically don't own the games that you're playing with digital purchases either, like we've seen with the fucking Nintendo Wii, where all eShop support has been dropped, and probably the 3DS soon-ish. The bed is still warm. We'll grab the fucking thing. That's... Did I grab it? Where the fuck is it? Oh, here it is. You don't technically earn digital purchases either. Like, you rent a software for as long as it's in your possession and it's obtainable. But the second I know that Xbox or PlayStation, because I own pretty much every current gen console, and the Switch, which is considered next gen in air quotes, it's not. I don't consider it to be next gen. Games designed for the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox 2, we'll call it, aren't going to be able to be compatible with the Switch because the fucking Xbox and PlayStation, the Xbox and the PS5 are going to have much higher processors and stuff. So there's going to be no games will be able to be made from the Switch for the newer consoles. It's not going to be the same the other way because of the specs. Oh my god, we're about to get the disc 2. I'm so happy. If I can find there, and then we're going to need this. Yeah, games are going to be compatible if they're made for the Switch, and then intended to be on current gen consoles. It's not going to be something that's intended to be on current gen PlayStation 5 and Xbox 2 consoles, and PC, of course, because PC never changes. That's going to be the only compatibility that it gets, because you'd have to downscale it too much otherwise. Not only that, the Switch is at its limit now. Games that are developed for it now overheat the system if it's in docked mode. I think the most impressive game I've seen run on it so far is Xenoblade 2, which that causes the shit to fucking almost burst into flames. And it's downscale, like it's not even that graphically impressive. Like, a lot of the you can tell a lot of corners were cut and blurry filters were used in many of the spots just to hide the fact that it was a performance. It shit on it performance wise. Like, it had to be downscaled because otherwise it would shit on it even more and lag even more than Xenoblade 2 already does on the Switch. And then Breath of the Wild, which everyone freaked out about, still causes the shit to overheat quite a bit. and wasn't even that graphic. I don't consider it to be that graphically impressive. It was a mixture of realism and cell shadings. Like, is that supposed to be impressive? Controversial opinion, but it's my own, so. It's like half cell shaded. The hope is to finish this game before 3 hours, but I doubt that's gonna happen considering it's started at like 9-ish and it's already 12:15. Yeah, shut up, Hunter. No, I didn't mean to go this way. I meant to go that way. Talking and moving. Oh crap! I was pointing downwards and it moved me up. What else can I talk about while... What other game that's not Resident Evil can I talk about while playing Resident Evil? The new Animal Crossing game looked cool. I saw the preview for that. I love how I act like I'm famous enough to talk to an audience when I'm not even like 20 views famous. Literally just talking for my own amusement and something to do while I play games. I do this more for me than anything. It's boring to just play a game in silence. Yeah, we get it. Wonder what's on the other side of this door. Not like you haven't heard those chains before, dummy. Yeah, the new Animal Crossing is pretty nice. And that you can have multiple people on a single file is amazing. I'm actually staring at the new Leaf case in front of me, which was my favorite. I hated fucking Happy Home Designer. I hope that shit never comes back. Although I do appreciate that assets of it are being used, such as like being able to move furniture like half a tile is nice. I have a lot of games I could play on this channel, on this console. Got all the digital downloads, and then I'm staring at Tales of Berseria now, which that's a long game. And then Zodiac Age, which good fucking luck. Shit's fucking annoying to play. Although it is, I will admit, it is the best Final Fantasy. Come on. Mistake again. Don't go to the edge. If she hits you when you're close to the edge, you will fall and auto game over. The only way you get away from, the only way you can kind of cheese the game with this is if you are playing and you manage to push the statue over to where it tips and then she hits you and you fall. This cutscene interrupts that animation and places you back at your standing point, from what I've seen. I don't even care, Barry. It'll betray me in like 30 minutes anyway. But yeah, you'll be put back at the position by the rock. Like the game has some leeway with that specific segment because it's a bullshit segment to begin with. Not to mention that segment's even more bullshit with Chris because you have to use your own weapons to push her off the edge. But congratulations, this is where Disc 2 would about to begin. About to begin. This is where Disc 2 would flash up on the screen as you took this elevator down. But yeah, they knew that fight was bullshit, so they did give you some leeway there. Because it's happened to me with Chris, where I pushed the last rock, got hit, and I saw myself go into the falling animation, but the cutscene triggered and it put me back in the proper position. Bless that cutscene. Alright, I'm gonna use that for the zombies. Because I know we're gonna be nearby. Let's see. I'm still pissed off they didn't, at this point, let you combine herbs by just plopping them on top of each other in the inventory. I know zombies are here, I can sense them. Yeah, I see you, zombie. Nope, this way. You're not gonna fuck me over with that camera angle. Will you take the MO disc? Yes. Yes, I will. God, this microphone is hurting my ear. Oh yeah, the most useless room in the game. Those for your community, Resident Evil 2. No, it's gonna be more people bragging about a time that no one cares about. I will take these. Will you take them? Yes, I will. Thank you very much. I already know the passcode. No. Thank you. This is the worst text you could use for a computer entry thing I've ever seen. For a fucking odd digital keyboard. Yeah, this is the password you would get with that stupid ass puzzle. With the pictures of the organs and stuff. I don't have the patience to sit through and do that. There's a self-defense item back here. How many do I have now? 6. I'm killing almost nothing and I still have 6 defense items. Unfortunately, I have to kill a zombie in this room. But fortunately, it was a headshot. You'll see why it's important that I kill as many as possible. Not the slide cartridge, you idiot. Here we go. That's a GameCube, by the way. Yeah, you'll see why it's important to headshot as many zombies as I can, especially within this path, very soon. See, I'm relatively comfortable at this point because I can literally kill every single zombie and creature in my way and still have enough ammo to beat the final boss. At this point. Actually beat the final boss times 2. Because there's the, you can skip a final boss fight with both characters if you get the bad end. $8642 I saw. Or was it 8632? Ugh, fucking idiot. I moved through it too quick. I'll take this one here, though. $8462. Ugh. No! God, fucking D-pad. I almost put in 8642 again. Jesus Christ. Okay, come on. Oh, shotgun shells. Because 36 isn't enough. And this. I need to stop in the item box. I would like to beat the game in less than 3 hours. I don't think that's gonna happen. But I can dream. I think A rank is less than 3 hours 30. Or 4 hours 30. Whichever one. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's see. So we're gonna put Magnum rounds here. And incendiary rounds here. We don't need this anymore. But however, my OCD will kill me if I don't do this. So we have the MO disc and the key, and that's all we need. Ironically enough, I didn't take the kerosene bottle, so I couldn't light these zombies on fire even if I wanted to. Although I don't think any of them in the lab reanimate until a certain point so that they can't fuck you over with the part that's going to come up in literally 2 minutes. Or that's an exaggeration, not 2 minutes, like 8. Nope, this way please. Here first. I think there's more shotgun shells in this room too. Yes, there are. I see them. Wow, 57 shotgun shells? As if anyone ever needed that much. Oh wait, no. This one. This is where we want to be. I'm just letting everyone know now, if anyone's going to complain in the comments saying, oh, you talk too much. Please talk less. We don't want to hear you. Oh, fuck. we don't want to hear you talk. It's like, well, click off and go somewhere else. I really do these videos mostly for me, so I have a repertoire of stuff to look back at. And because talking is boring if you're not playing a game is boring if you have no one to talk to and you're just sitting there in silence. So yeah, I need to eliminate these zombies. Oh! Thank God. Yeah. If you don't want to hear me listen, God, I can't speak when I'm tired. If you don't want to hear me speak, there's other videos for you to watch. There's walkthroughs of this game where there's nobody talking at all. I'm missing an MO disc. I don't know where it is. I'm trying to think where that disc is. Not here. Oh, son of a bitch. I need this area cleared. Maybe it's in the... Maybe it's in the save room. Fuel may explode if shaken or jarred. I love how they keep it, they force you to look at it so that you actually see the warning. Let's check to see if the ammo disc is in here. I think it is. Maybe I'm wrong again. Where could it be? God, I forget everything. Whatever. I'll remember where it is when I least need to remember. If you're gonna arise now. Good. Stay down then. Oh wait, over here. I didn't explore over here, haha. It's probably nothing important. But just for my own comfort. As long as I don't approach the elevator, I'm fine.